Hello everybody, you're watching Nikki's Toybox, and today I have some more of these Checkers little garden kits. It's been a couple days and you can see that my rocket is growing, the cornflower is growing, the radish is growing, onion and the sweet alyssum is growing. So we're just waiting for you to peek out of the ground. But today's video is not about these little gardens. So I noticed some people are complaining that spending 150 Rand to get a seed kit is too expensive, and now their kits are filling out. Or they have more than one kit, maybe 3 or 4 kits, and they're not able to complete the collection for each kit, which is usually a problem for bigger families. But fear not, I have a solution. The first solution is buying a bigger kit, like this one. This garden kit costs 70 Rand, so let's take a look what's inside this kit. So inside this kit we have some plant food, seeds, in this case some beans, a little guide, a block of peat, which is the same as the little small ones they have, just this one will take longer to take in water because it's bigger. So let's just get that one out. Then all this we can use for crafting, or you can compost it. And then they even give you a planter. This one is not biodegradable, but your plants can grow directly in it. Option number 2 will be to go buy a separate block of peat. They usually cost like 20 to 30 Rand at the nurseries. And then to buy a separate pack of seeds. In this case I got some kale because I have guinea pigs and they do love some kale. This way you can have the seeds you want and not end up maybe with cornflower that you are not going to use in your garden or in your kitchen. For these you can buy small seedling pots or a seedling tray, or you can make your own biodegradable planters, and I will show you how. But first, because this block needs to be in water for a little while, I am going to get this ready, and I'll see you in a little bit. This is how it looks just after a few minutes. As said before, you can use seedling trays or pots to plant your seeds in. You can use some recyclable items to make biodegradable pots. First we have an egg carton, which already has little places to put soil and seeds in. Toilet roll. To make it a seed pot, all you need to do is push in some of the sides, and there you have it. Next we have a small box. Just remove all the excess flaps. You can also use newspaper, so all you need to do To make a newspaper pot, take a piece of newspaper, fold it in half, and then start at one end and start rolling it. Make sure you have enough space to form a pot. Like so. And then you do the same as you did with the toilet roll and just fold in the bottom edge. Okay, so these have some trouble standing up, so the best with the newspaper pots is to put them in another container to help them stand up. And if the pot is too deep for your liking, you can just trim off the edge. The toilet paper pots also sometimes stand better if you have them in a tray or in a container that keeps them upright. Here I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 different things you can use to plant your seeds in. Okay, so I'm going to plant some of my kale and some of my bean seeds and see how they grow in the different containers. Let's start by getting our hands dirty. Here is our soil, which is the peat moss mixed with that plant food that they gave us with. And if you just buy the soil or the peat, you can always just buy some plant food as well. Or you can just go straight and use potting soil. I think that should work as well, if it's not too barky, because they use bark for potting soil. So first let's fill up all our containers. And I think they said 5-liter water, but I think it was a bit too much because this soil is too wet. I need to get some of the water out before I put it in the pots. And yes, I have soil everywhere now. Okay, so these are the seeds you got with the kit. But if you look in the back, it says they can be sown in spring and summer. I'm in South Africa, which means it's now going into winter. So I'm not thinking I'm going to sow these, and they need to be sown directly into the ground. But the kale seeds that I got, if you look at the back, they can be sown right through the year, and they can be sown into trays. So I'm going to plant some kale. So let's see, these are kale seeds. So let's put a few in here. And I'm planting a few in each container because I will replant them into something bigger. Now these egg carton containers are not very deep, so you have to take the seeds and mush them in a little bit to make sure they actually get enough soil to grow in. Now we get our hands dirty again by filling up our little containers so that our kale has enough soil over the top so that it's not eaten by birdies. The Checkers Little Garden is a great initiative to get kids to start growing their own little gardens with flowers, vegetables, and herbs. But it's not the only way, and you now have no excuse because I have used recyclable items as well as some store-bought items, and you can just copy me and plant whatever seeds you want. It doesn't even need to be seeds that you can find in the Checkers Garden Kit. This way your kids will not feel out and they will be able to have their own little garden with their own little seeds, even with some seeds that their friends who have the whole Checkers collection might not even have. I'm even sure there is a way to make these biodegradable pots at home. I will play around with it, and as soon as I figure it out, I will make a video about it. So let me know in the comments below if you prefer to have the Checkers Little Garden Kits, or would you like to try some different methods to grow in your garden? Make sure to give this video a thumbs up and subscribe for more toy, gaming, arts and craft, and gardening videos. Thank you for watching.